Hi friends, welcome to CNR English Academy. இன்னைக்கு வீடியோல PGTRB இங்கிலீஷ்ல செகண்ட் யூனிட்டோட இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் MCQs பார்க்குறோம். அண்ட் இந்த டைமுக்கு செகண்ட் யூனிட் ஓரளவுக்கு எல்லாருமே கம்ப்ளீட் பண்ணியிருப்பீங்க. கொஸ்டின்ஸை பார்க்கும்போது அதே போல் ஆப்ஷன்ஸை சொல்லும்போது நீங்கள் கரெக்ட் ஆப்ஷன்ஸை சூஸ் பண்ணுங்க. அண்ட் தென் கரெக்ட் ஆப்ஷன் சொல்லும்போது அது மேட்சாக இருக்கான்னு பாருங்கள். அப்படி உங்களோட ஆன்சர்ஸ் தவறாக இருந்ததுன்னா கரெக்ட் ஆன்சர்ஸை நோட் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. Okay, on that fine note, to move on to the topic, which is the poem consists of 32 stanzas of 4 lines. Options: Absalom and Achitophel, Absalom and Achitophel, on a favorite cat drawn in a tub of gold fishes, elegy written in a country churchyard, the progress of poesy. Correct option, option C, elegy written in a country churchyard. Which is the poem consists of 32 stanzas of 4 lines. Answer: elegy written in a country churchyard. Next one. Identify the famous periodical of the age of Pope. Options: the Tatler, the Rambler, the Spectator, all the above. Correct option, option D, all the above. So, the famous periodical of the age of Pope is the Tatler, the Rambler, the Spectator. Next one. Who inspires Belinda's dream in the Canto 1? Options: Ariel, Shark, Muse, Umbriel. Correct option, option A, Ariel. Who inspires Belinda's dream in the Canto 1 is Ariel. So, of course, இது அலெக்சாண்டர் போப்போட த ரேப் ஆஃப் த லாக் அப்படின்னு எல்லாருக்குமே தெரியும். நெக்ஸ்ட் ஒன். பியூட்டி டிவோர்ஸ்ட் ஃப்ரம் குட் சென்ஸ் இன் வர்த் நத்திங். இன் விச் போயம் வி கேன் நோட் தி அபவ் அப்சர்வேஷன்? ஆப்ஷன்ஸ்: கேனனைசேஷன், அப்சலாம் அண்ட் ஆக்கிடஃபல், பாரடைஸ் லாஸ்ட், த ரேப் ஆஃப் த லாக். கரெக்ட் ஆப்ஷன், ஆப்ஷன் டி, த ரேப் ஆஃப் த லாக். பியூட்டி டிவோர்ஸ்ட் ஃப்ரம் குட் சென்ஸ் இஸ் வர்த் நத்திங். In which poem we can note the above observation is the rape of the lock. Next one. Elegy written in a country churchyard published year is dash. In the question order, correct option நம்ம பார்க்கலாம். Correct option, option A, 1751. Elegy written in a country churchyard published year is 1751. அதாவது 1750ல கம்ப்ளீட் பண்ணியிருப்பாங்க. அண்ட் 1751ல பப்ளிஷ் பண்ணியிருப்பாங்க. நெக்ஸ்ட் ஒன். ஏஜ் ஆஃப் ஜான்சன் கவர்ஸ் த பீரியட் ஆஃப் டேஷ். அண்ட் இயர் டு வி மூவ் ஆன் டு த கரெக்ட் ஆப்ஷன். கரெக்ட் ஆப்ஷன், ஆப்ஷன் சி, 1745 to 1798. Next one. Identify the third stage of the elegy. Elegy written in a country churchyard. Options: expression of grief, glorification, a tribute, all the above. Correct option, option B, glorification. Identify the third stage of the elegy. Elegy written in a country churchyard is glorification. Next one. Who is Thomas Young in the life of Milton? Options: Milton's friend, Milton's tutor, Milton's father, Milton's philosopher. Correct option, option B, Milton's tutor. Who is Thomas Young in the life of Milton is Milton's tutor. Next one. Identify the odd statement about Thomas Gray. Options: transitional poet, he was a self-critical writer, traditional forms and poetic diction are his combinations, he published 105 poems in his lifetime. Correct option, option D, he published 105 poems in his lifetime. Identify the odd statement about Thomas Gray is he published 105 poems in his lifetime. Next one. Book 1 and Book 2 published year of Pilgrim's Progress is dash. The question order correct option பார்க்குறோம். Option B, 1678 and 1684. Book 1 and Book 2 published year of Pilgrim's Progress is 1678 and 1684. Next one. The Absalom and archetypal is all the following except a or an is dash. Options tragedy, allegory, satire, heroic. Correct option A, tragedy. The poem Absalom and Achitophel is all the following except a or an dash is a tragedy. Next one. Identify which is a pair of a heroic couplet. Options are rhyming iambic pentameter, rhyming iambic tetrameter, rhyming iambic hexameter, rhyming iambic trimeter. Correct option A, rhyming iambic pentameter. Which is the pair of heroic couplet is rhyming iambic pentameter. Next one. The word prose first appears in English in the dash century. Correct option A, 14th. The word prose first appears in English in the 14th century. Next one. What was the rhyme scheme of the poem Elegy Written in a Country Churchyard? Options AABB, ABAB, AABA, ABBA. Correct option C, AABA. What was the rhyme scheme of the poem Elegy Written in a Country Churchyard is AABA. Next one. Who was the chief lord of the Vanity Fair? Options sagacity, great heart, goodwill, Beelzebub. Correct option D, Beelzebub. Of course, in the question உங்களுக்கு தெரியும் the Pilgrim Progressல இருந்து. So, who was the chief lord of the Vanity Fair is Beelzebub. Next one. What is meant by religiolacy? Options religion of the layman, difference between the haves and the have-nots, work of Virgil, all the above. Correct option A, religion of the layman. What is meant by religiolacy is religion of the layman. Next one. The fading of the glimmering landscape on the site indicates dash in Elegy Written in a Country Churchyard. Options end of the day, the end of life as age advances, start of the day. Correct option B, the end of life. The fading of the glimmering landscape on the site indicates the end of life in Elegy Written in a Country Churchyard. Next one. Identify who is Christian's eldest son. Options Matthew, Moses, Joseph, Dr. Skill. Correct option A, Matthew. Who is Christian's eldest son in Pilgrim's Progress is Matthew. Next one. Where was Faithful punished and died in Pilgrim's Progress? Options Vanity Fair, Land of Beulah, City of Fire, Valley of Humiliation. Correct option A, Vanity Fair. Where was Faithful punished and died in Pilgrim's Progress is Vanity Fair. Next one. The rape of the lock is based on an actual event recounted by dash. Options Arabella Fermor, John Carroll, Hogarth, Walpole. Correct option B, John Carroll. The rape of the lock is based on an actual event recounted by John Carroll. Next one. As I walked through the wilderness of this world is the opening line of dash. Options Tom Jones, Pilgrim's Progress, Gulliver's Travels, The School for Scandal. Correct option B, Pilgrim's Progress. As I walked through the wilderness of this world is the opening line of Pilgrim's Progress. Next one. Who is the third king of Israel mentioned in Absalom and Achitophel? Options Saul, David, Korah, Zimri. Correct option B, David. Who is the third king of Israel mentioned in Absalom and Achitophel is David. Next one. Identify which is the poem filled with the biblical allusions. Options Absalom and Achitophel, Pilgrim's Progress, The Rape of the Lock, Elegy Written in a Country Churchyard. Correct option A, Absalom and Achitophel. Which is the poem filled with the biblical allusions is Absalom and Achitophel. Next one. Life of Milton by Johnson classified as dash sections. Options 7, 2, 3 and 9. Correct option C 3. Life of Milton by Johnson classified as 3 sections. Next one. Dash is the poem finally ends with the speaker's own epitaph. Options Absalom and Achitophel, The Rape of the Lock, Elegy Written in a Country Churchyard, A and D. Correct option C, Elegy Written in a Country Churchyard. Elegy Written in a Country Churchyard is the poem finally ends with the speaker's own epitaph. Next one. Who is the author called as the Wicked Wasp of Wickenham? Options Milton, Donne, Pope, Herbert. Correct option C, Pope. Who is the author called as the Wicked Wasp of Wickenham is Pope. Next one. Identify the original title of Gulliver's Travel. In the question order, correct option பார்க்கிறோம். Correct option A, travels into several remote nations of the world. The original title of Gulliver's Travels is Travels into several remote nations of the world. Next one. What was Belinda's hair become in the end of the poem, The Rape of the Lock? Options A wig, baron's ring, a group of stars, part of a rug. Correct option C, a group of stars. What does Belinda's hair become in the end of the poem, The Rape of the Lock? Is a group of stars. Next one. Identify the name of the publisher of Gulliver's Travel. Options Lemuel Gulliver, Benjamin Motte, Fire Gassendi, none of these. Correct option B, Benjamin Motte. Identify the name of the publisher of Gulliver's Travel is Benjamin Motte. Next one. Dash speaks about freedom of press in his Areopagitica. Options Dryden, Pope, Milton, Dr. Johnson. Correct option C, Milton. Milton speaks about freedom of press in his Areopagitica. Next one. In the second section of Life of Milton, Dr. Johnson reveals about dash. Options juvenile poems, Lycidas, the sonnets, all the above. Correct option D, all the above. In the second section of Life of Milton, Dr. Johnson reveals about juvenile poems, Lycidas and the sonnets. Next one. Identify the fictional island of the satire Gulliver's Travel. Options Lilliput, Blefuscu, Brobdingnag, A and B. Correct option D, A and B. That is Lilliput and Blefuscu. Identify the fictional land of the satire Gulliver's Travel is Lilliput and Blefuscu. Next one. Identify the companion poems of John Milton. Options Paradise Lost and Paradise Regained, Areopagitica and The Tenure of Kings and Magistrates, Il Allegro and Il Penseroso, none of these. Correct option C, Il Allegro and Il Penseroso. Identify the companion poems of John Milton is Il Allegro and Il Penseroso. Next one. According to Pope, which is the ultimate end of poetry? Option A, aestheticism, didacticism, symbolism, all the above. Correct option B, didacticism. According to Pope, which is the ultimate end of the poetry is didacticism. Next one. Age of Pope is also called as dash. Options Neoclassical, Augustan age, age of reason, all the above. Correct option D, all the above. Age of Pope is also called as Neoclassical, Augustan age and age of reason. Next one. Metaphysical, the term was first used by dash. Options Johnson, Dryden, Pope, John Bunyan. Correct option A, Johnson. Metaphysical, the term was first used by Johnson. Next one. Discretion, pity, charity and prudence are dash from Pilgrim Progress. Options prisoners of the giant despair freed by Christian, fellow pilgrims, mistresses of the palace beautiful, servants of the interpreter. Correct option, option C, mistresses of the palace beautiful. Discretion, pity, charity, and prudence are the mistresses of the palace beautiful from Pilgrim's Progress. Next one. Identify the work which is not belong to the literature of the 18th century. Options: Advancement of Learning, The Spectator, An Epistle to Dr. Arbuthnot, Gulliver's Travels. Correct option, option A, Advancement of Learning. Identify the work which is not belongs to the literature of the 18th century is Advancement of Learning. Next one. Which is the poem was first published as a quarto pamphlet? Options: Absalom and Achitophel, The Rape of the Lock, Elegy Written in a Country Churchyard, Pilgrim's Progress. Correct option, option C, Elegy Written in a Country Churchyard. Which is the poem was first published as a quarto pamphlet is Elegy Written in a Country Churchyard. Last one. Dryden was the first poet laureate of England appointed by dash. Options: Charles the First, Charles the Second, Charles the Third, Charles the Fourth. Correct option, option B, Charles the Second. Dryden was the first poet laureate of England appointed by Charles the Second. Up to this, second unitல இருக்கக்கூடிய important MCQs நம்ம பார்த்தோம். அண்ட் ஒன் மோர் இன்ஃபோ, இந்த பர்டிகுலர் வீடியோவில் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா செகண்ட் யூனிட்ல ட்ராமா பார்ட்டு நம்ம இன்னும் கவர் பண்ணல. நியூ சிலபஸில் இருக்கக்கூடிய இன்ஃபோஸ் வந்து அதிகமாகவும் ஓல்டு சிலபஸில் இருக்கக்கூடிய இன்ஃபோஸ் கம்மியாக இருக்கிற மாதிரி இந்த MCQs இருக்கும். அண்ட் இதில் உங்களுக்கு வேறு ஏதாவது டவுட்ஸ் இருந்ததுன்னு சொன்னால் வழக்கம் போல் உங்களோட கமெண்ட் செக்ஷனில் சொல்லுங்கள். அப் டு திஸ் ஐ கன்க்ளூட். இதே மாதிரி ஒரு நல்ல வீடியோவில் உங்களை நான் மீட் பண்ணுறேன். தேங்க்யூ ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ், தேங்க்ஸ் ஃபார் வாட்சிங்.